Hey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in to Only on Two Wheels. I'm Hothead representing Brooklyn Twisters. Twisters. So this is how to install GoPro on your helmet. So we're going to be installing it on two different helmets, just like the thumbnail will show you. And I went with the GoPro 5. Why I went with the 5? Well, it's $100 versus I think we're up to the GoPro 8, which is like 400 or 500, something like that. Yeah, it's a lot of money, and my channel, don't have the views to support me spending so much money. And plus, the GoPro 5 is a good camera. It's, we have 4K recording on there. The 1080p is good. Everything is good. I mean, every video review I saw on this is good. So I didn't feel the need to get the newest and greatest right now. But hey, once my views start hitting 1 million each video, I'll be more than happy to make that investment. So as I review, I'll go over the GoPro with you and show you how it looks at all different angles and everything. If you're watching this video, you probably already have it anyway. But I just want to, show you all the features and stuff that it has on there. But so it came with this case, which is pretty awesome. This is a waterproof case. I mean, the GoPro itself is waterproof, but you're going to be going through a lot of different things. I ride all year round, when my bike works. And, it's going to be hit with a lot of different things in the elements. And even though it's waterproof, some rocks might hit it, like debris, might damage the lens. So it's good to put a good case on there, so the case will take the blunt of it if anything like that happens or occurs, All right, so I also ordered this on Amazon. It was like $5. I mean, it's not even worth putting up the article or the flyer or whatever the hell you want to call it. So basically, it's a whole kit. It's like I just literally typed in kit for connecting GoPro to motorcycle helmet or something along those lines, and it was like $5. I ordered it. It came with a bunch of pieces. So the plan is, and like I said, as you see in the thumbnail, was to connect it to two different helmets. One is the helmet I just showed you, the half helmet, and the other one is a full face helmet that flips upward. So we're going to install it first on the half helmet. And I thought about where to position it. Like, should I put it on the side? But it's a half helmet. It's not much room. I think it'll look stupid. Put it on the side. I mean, not to take away from anyone who probably put theirs on the side. If you made it work, good for you. I didn't see no way to really make it work without it looking foolish on me. So I decided to put it on top of my helmet. And as I'm showing you now, the piece, it has a little curve on it, so it will fit perfectly on top of my helmet. And I even chose a double-sided tape that came with it that also has a little curve in it. So real easy. First I had to, clear off any dust or whatever, and then I apply the double-sided tape to the connection piece. And this double-sided tape is fucking incredible. It bonds so quickly. You don't have to hold it for an hour, none of that dumb shit. Like, boom, bonded. So now that it's bonded, now I just have to pretty much make sure I get right in the middle or close to the middle as possible. I know it looks a little off on on a camera, but I'm from my angle, it looked really good. It looked like I got it from the middle. So I wiped off the little dust or whatever that was on top of my helmet with my shirt. I know, I'm so efficient with my cleaning. All right, so those grids there, the piece, it actually slides in so that it locks in. And when it locks in, it will hold the camera. So that's what I'm showing you right now, how it works. So there we go. And once it's in, you don't have to worry about it sliding back out because it's a good lock piece. All right. So now it's just a matter of making sure I get it directly in the middle. And it's pretty much, if I mess up, and bond it, and it's not in the middle, yeah, I'm gonna do everything all over again, and I don't even know how I would have to get it off my helmet if that occurs. So I want to be really careful with it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to stop recording, go on YouTube, and then look up how to remove sticky-sided tape because this stuff bonds really freaking good. So I'm doing my best to measure the distance and make sure I got it directly in the middle before I lock it down into place. Because I like I said, I looked this up before I bought it, and I know how strong this double-sided tape is. I mean, it's made to hold your expensive camera. Like, yeah, I got the cheapest of the best of the four, but it's made to hold. Like if you got the top of the line one, it's like $500 or whatever. You don't want that flying off your helmet. So I lined it up, put it in the middle. I was slightly off when I first did it, but I think once I was sure that I got it directly in the middle, I pressed down, and it looks good. I like where it's at right now. I think it could be a little bit over, just a smidge, but I think overall where it's at, it won't affect the footage of when I put my camera on there. So I'm gonna now test it out and put the connection piece on there just to make sure that it's in the right place. Make sure everything is solid on there before I move on to the next helmet. But this is my first time putting the camera and the camera pieces on my helmets and everything. But I did a lot of research before I even attempted this. So I was very confident that I knew what I was doing. And I have to say, it came out really good. I know I probably could have used some measuring tape to make sure that everything was completely even, but look at that. That looks really good. And like I said, it probably could be a little bit more, a smidge over to the left, but that's good. I don't think that's gonna affect the footage at all. And look how it just sits on top of the helmet. I think that's good. I'm gonna get some real good footage when I use this helmet and have the camera up there. And when I don't have the camera, if I don't feel like recording that day, is that little connection piece that's on top of my helmet is barely noticeable. It won't take away from my look or be a distraction when I meet and greet people, So that's good. I'm fairly satisfied with the work I did with that helmet. You know what? Before I move on, let me just show you how strong that double-sided tape is. As you can see, I held the camera and it lifted the entire helmet right off. So, okay. So this is the other helmet that I'm gonna work with, and as you can see, it flips all the way up. So now my plan with this one is I want to put it on the side, because if you put it on the top and that you flip it up, of course you're gonna hit it into the camera, and that's not good. And you got to put it way on the side because I want to be able to flip my helmet up again without hitting the camera. So from what I saw on videos, it's alright to have it all the way to the back side of the helmet anyway, because you want some of the helmet to show up in your footage when you're recording anyway. So this is kind of one of the ideals I have. And the thing about this connection bar for the helmet is really good because it has different bending areas. So you can pretty much adjust it and bend it to any form you want. So as you can see, that first, when I held it up to you to show you how one of the ideals I have it fully erect going up, but you can even have it more going out to the side and then going up. So it's up to you how you want to arrange it. But my whole thing is I definitely want it in that area. So as you can see, my helmet is flipped all the way up and it won't hit where it's gonna, be connected to it. And that's very important because when I'm riding or whatever, sometimes I want to flip the helmet up if I want to talk to someone and I don't want to sound muffled, or it's a hot day and I just I'm wearing my full face helmet or whatever, and it got a little too hot and I need some air, or hell, um, it was a rainy day and I wore this helmet instead of the other one, and then it stopped raining, and I realized there's so many different reasons why you will want to flip your helmet up, and you don't want to have to like, oh man, now I gotta move the camera because I want to breathe. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna definitely place it back so this way I can flip it up, and like I said, a lot of the research I did, you want to show some of the helmet anyway in the footage because it makes it more personal for your audience, and I definitely want y'all to feel connected. So like when I'm riding and I have this camera on, it'll feel like you actually riding the bike also, like it's not me on a bike, it's you on a bike. That's the look I'm going for. All right, so right now I'm just looking for the perfect spot, and at the same time getting the right connection piece to line up on the side. I know I didn't show y'all, but they sent me several different styles. Like I showed you, they sent me something that's curved, something that's straight, something that has a little curve to it. But since it's on the side, I didn't want none that's too curved. I wanted to make sure that most of the surface is on the helmet, and I think if I would have chose one that's too curved, it wouldn't be completely flush with the helmet. So that took me a little while, so I had to do some magical editing. And I didn't want this to go on too long, but like I said, I should have got the measuring tape, but once I thought about, hey, you know what, I should use measuring tape, I was already pretty much damn near finished. But here we go. So I have it on the side, and yeah, I made, like I said, it's completely flush to the helmet, which is really good. So now it's just a matter of this putting in the connection bar, and making sure that when I flip the camera up, it'll it'll work. It'll be able to have footage. It won't get in the way when I raise the helmet, and as you can see, there's enough space. And like I said, the bar is bendable, so I can bend it all the way up. I can bend it out to the side. It depends on which way I want, and this is awesome. And like I said, it was only $5, and it's so strong. Like, it's completely holding my camera. I mean, the camera doesn't weigh much anyway, but it's completely holding the camera. And look at that, it's holding the helmet completely up. And it's not, and this double-sided tape is just really incredible. Like, I can't stress how awesome this double-sided tape is. So this is the finished product. So I have the camera on it, and as you can see, it's not extra weight on me. I don't even really feel it at all. It's not even tilting my helmet to the side or nothing. Like, that was one of my concerns, that the extra weight will shift the helmet slightly to my right side, but no, it doesn't. And it's not in the way of my arms. I'm able to move my arms around. I'm able to flip my helmet up and down and not bump into my camera. And that's one of the things I also want to make sure. That's the other reason why I wanted to have it, further back. So this way, with my hand movement, my regular hand movement, I won't hit it by accident. And even though I'm going to be conscious of where the camera is when I'm wearing the helmet, accidents happen, and I don't want that. So as you can see, this is the other one with the half shell helmet. It's on top of my head, and again, I don't feel the extra weight. It's gonna record everything I see, and it's just awesome. And with this waterproof case, I don't have to worry about debris or anything like that breaking the lens. So I'm trying to show you all the angles that I can, and yeah, like I said, there's no weight. This is freaking awesome. So I want to take this time to thank you for watching my video, and comment, rate, subscribe.